All right, what do you say we do this? It is Wednesday. They call it midweek, halfway to the weekend. Great to have you with us. The Eddie Schizzeri. He lives on Route 1, though he won't tell you that. And across from me, the handsome man himself is Al Frombert Dukes. What's up?
Good morning, Jerry. So we've got baseball news. We've got Knicks news. We've got a bunch of NFL things. What do you think? Like, is the lead story in New York the Knicks trade, or is it baseball still? I can't tell. Can't tell, Jerry. I didn't know where to slot this Knicks thing in.
I don't think anything's a lead story.
So a bunch of it could go either way.
I think take your pick. Now, the Yankees are, I mean, they're a story just because they are. If I asked you on real quick, don't even think about it.
Okay.
What's their record?
60-20.
You're close. 55-20. There are 35 games over 500. They beat another team last night that stinks again. So, I mean, they're a story because all they do is win.
Right.
But that was expected last night. So even with J.P. Sears pitching, whatever. I'll tell you a bigger story is probably the Mets can't beat the damn Astros.
Yeah.
And they got lit up again last night.
Well, good thing the Astros are now in the American League.
That is very true.
Them.
That is true.
That's what I say.
They're the Yankees' problem.
And Carlos Carrasco. You know what I love about Carlos Carrasco? First of all, they lost. Maker? Yes. They lost 9-1.
Yeah.
He allowed 4 runs in the first inning, 6 runs overall. He's essentially blaming, who was it, Altuve? Who was
I think it was with the check swing.
Got a check swing, and they said not a swing, and then his inning fell apart, and he's like, that really was a strike.
Oh, God.
And I should have been out of the inning.
You know, we teach the kids all the time. Bad call, make a mistake, next play.
No excuses.
Meantime, you got a major league pitcher sitting there saying, oh, that check swing ruined my night. Knock it off.
I do kind of like it because normally these guys don't say anything interesting.
He's an excuse maker.
Him making an excuse for himself for giving up 6 runs and going, that check swing was an actual swing, changes the whole ball game.
Just terrible. Really awful.
I kind of like that.
He's been a weird pitcher for the Mets.
Yeah.
At times he looks really good, and at times like last night, nothing.
I hate when Evan calls him Cookie Carrasco.
Well, Gary Cohen called him that last night.
I don't like that.
That's not
an intimidating pitcher. You can't name a pitcher Cookie.
I don't disagree. I do not disagree with you. That is very true.
Yeah. Just call him Carrasco. What's his
first
name? Carlos.
What's his first name?
Yeah, what's his first name, Jerry? Carlos
Carrasco, yes, sir.
Yeah. And then the Braves won, although, listen, it's still June. But the Mets are now 4 games up.
Braves beat the Phillies, who without Bryce Harper now, for a couple months, if not longer, I guess he's going to have surgery.
Thumb surgery.
You get this is going to be a 2-team race. The Phillies will fall out, I really do believe. And it's going to be Mets-Braves. Here we go again.
Yeah. And then, so Max Scherzer initially was going to pitch last night in
the Rumble Ponies.
The Rumble Ponies, but now he'll pitch tonight.
Yeah, they didn't doubt during the game last night, or I shouldn't say that. Prior to the game last night, I saw on social media that he was not starting and there was no reason given. Did you see a reason? Because I did not.
No, it's just that
just timing?
Buck Showalter thing where he goes, well, we're pushing it. Like, he acts like it's no big deal.
Well, it's not as long as he's healthy.
And as long as he pitches well tonight.
Yes.
I don't want him giving up a home run to some guy we've never heard of who's playing minor league baseball.
But he might, though. It's kind of like the Yankees gave up a run to the A's, a bunch of guys you never heard of last night. Doesn't mean that they didn't win the game. It's all right.
That's true.
Just work on your pitches.
That was one thing I noticed about the A's last night.
Yeah.
They got a lot of small dudes. Like, they had multiple guys come to bat who looked like my size.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's why they're 35 games under 500.
Yeah. You got to get bigger dudes.
Yes. They are, so they're 25-51.
The A's?
It's not even fair. It really isn't. And I know they had a little bit of a run there in the 9th inning where they loaded the bases, got a run in, which, by the way, started with catcher's interference. But at the end of the day, I mean, they're not good.
Yeah, the A's are not good.
No, they're awful.
And Joey Gallo continues his streak. He went 0 for 3.
Yes, I know.
2 strikeouts.
Right.
So he's 0 for 24.
That's probably not good, right?
With 13 strikeouts. Not great.
Yeah. This is even worse than I anticipated.
Not good, Jerry.
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday. I don't know how you keep running him out there.
Yeah.
It's like, good Lord.
And then this poor J.P. Sears.
What do you mean this poor guy? He got the win. He's 3-0. He's got to win a streak of 12 2/3 innings in the big leagues without giving up a run.
Then they sent them down.
Well, because he's got options. They'll bring him back when they need him.
Oh, is that right? He's got options, Jerry.
We'll bring him back when they need him.
Plus, it's cool. He could ride that high now.
Were you excited?
Forever.
So over the weekend, my son played a travel tournament with the Manalapan Braves and had a great experience. It was a blast. They gave him number 81. And all I could think of was you at these big numbers.
Yeah.
Sears is wearing 92 last night.
Is that right?
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that's a high number there.
That's
neat.
The
Yankees barely have any numbers left. They
retired them all.
Everybody.
That's true. Soon, who's going to be number 100?
They're going to have to go to 3 digits. But, so J.P. Sears, good pitching.
Yep.
And then their big hitting came from
Marwin Gonzalez.
Yeah. And
Love
Jose
that guy.
Trevino.
Yes.
Who also had a great game behind the plate.
I saw him. How about the throw he made in the third? He threw the guy out at second base. I mean, just a snap throw. So awesome.
Snap throw.
Yeah, no, he's been, it's funny when Boone said last week that Trevino should be an all-star. My initial reaction was, okay, ha, ha, ha. You know what? He might not be off. The kid's tremendous behind the plate. He gives you some pop behind, or rather at the plate.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Hey, good for you.
Yeah.
Good for freaking you.
Kind of neat.
So, yeah, Marwin Gonzalez and Jose Trevino. Now, did you see, what's his name, the third baseman, Yankee?
Josh Donaldson.
Josh Donaldson get thrown out at the plate?
I actually did not see the high. That's the Trevino RBI single where he got thrown. I did not see the highlight of that.
He was thrown out by a mile.
Yeah.
But it was an amazing scoop by the catcher.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was a good throw, but it was like it one-hopped him like right in front of him. He did a tremendous scoop. I don't think the catcher's getting enough credit.
Why? It's what they're supposed to do.
You want credit for things you're supposed to do.
Yeah, that's not for a major league player. Good for them.
But it's so many.
They make that play more than you realize.
Because I always say send them.
Yes,
and even that, he was out by a mile. But if that guy doesn't scoop that ball and it goes off the big fat mitt he's got,
which is easier to use than a regular mitt.
No way.
It is. I'm sorry.
Then we'd all be using it in the field.
No, because it's clunky. No, because it's to get the ball out.
Yeah.
An infielder's glove is smaller.
Yes.
So you can get the ball out faster. The catcher's mitt's a little clunky, but the pocket's awesome.
I had no idea that's why the infielder's glove was smaller.
Yeah, because the ball doesn't get fit. So the outfielder's glove is bigger, I guess, for whatever reason.
Deeper pocket.
But the ball can juggle around. You just want to make sure you get the ball quicker. First time I used in high school, and I always say I was not a very good infielder. I could hit, I was not a great fielder. I changed from a regular glove to an infielder's glove. I think it was my junior year. And the first day of practice, I missed the first 3 throws to me. Like they just hit off the tip of the glove. It took me a while to get used to, and it's not that much smaller, but it's smaller. But yeah, that's why you get the ball out quicker.
I must have had terrible coaches when I was in Little League. I had an infielder's glove, and I played center field.
You didn't get a hit. You think they were concerned about you?
Well, I was there because I could field. I guess they figured I could field with the mini glove.
I suppose. I don't think at that age it really makes much of a difference. Just get a glove you're comfortable with.
I guess.
Really?
Plus, what are they going to do? Tell me to go buy a new glove? We didn't have money for a new glove,
back then,
Jerry.
probably not. Not. Now, kids come with bags, gloves,
bats.
It's ridiculous. Oh, everyone's got bats.
Yeah.
Most kids have 2 and 3.
When I played Little League, we didn't come up with our own bats.
No, the coach had 2 bats for the team.
Yeah, he showed up with a big green army-looking bag.
Yes.
And it had a catcher's gear.
Yep, that everybody shared.
Helmets with lice in it, probably.
Maybe.
And we just showed up with our uniforms.
2 terrible aluminum bats that had been used for the last 19 seasons.
One that was really light and one that was for the kids who hit puberty already.
Pretty much. That's about right. And now, so this is how things have changed. I have my own bag of catcher's gear. I have not opened that bag in 2 years.
Why?
The catchers, they come with their own
they
gear.
Show up, yeah.
The parents take them out. They spend $300. They get their own gear. My bag hasn't been used in literally 2 years, I don't think.
These kids have it all, Jerry.
Yes, they do. Spoiled.
Aaron Boone was ejected last night. Which was pretty cool. He was fired up, Jerry.
I love it.
He was ticked.
He's standing up for his guy, Aaron Judge.
He doesn't like the low strikes that Aaron Judge is getting called.
Yeah, it's funny watching it. Again, with the box, it's not like these calls are down at his ankles. But here's what it appears to me. They call the strike at the knees on Judge. They don't call the strike at the knees on other guys. That's what it looks like to me. He's also 6'6".
Right.
So his zone's bigger.
And he's leading the league in home runs, right?
He is, yes. So, Oh, yes.
So we got to give the pitchers we got to give the pitchers a little something. This guy's got to hit 65 home runs.
Yeah, I think what he's trying to say is a little bit more consistency with the zone. But again, he's such a bigger guy. I don't think these guys are missing by much, if they're missing at all, to be quite honest.
John Boy may have already broken it down. I haven't looked.
I'm sure he has. He lives at the stadium now.
But when when Aaron Boone came out, and was yelling, you could even hear some of it on TV a little bit. So whatever audio John Boy grabbed,
he'll have the microphone on the field.
How does he get that?
I don't know. I have no idea. But now, again, he's working over there, so I'm sure he has access to everything. He's got a giant billboard right outside the stadium, which is cool.
Is that right?
Not as a part of the stadium. It's on one of the crosswalks. Above the crosswalk. Very cool.
Why don't we get a billboard warm-up show?
We should. If you want to spend some money, I'll spend some with you. I'm sure we can find a nice billboard somewhere in, South Jersey, Southwest Jersey, where it's cheap.
Yeah, we need one of those billboards. It's not even the full size. It's like the one that's more like a square. And
how about the digital one?
Digital.
Like what Rutgers did for me was awesome, that digital billboard.
But then it keeps switching.
You know how many people saw that, though?
That's true.
Just our mugs on a billboard that blinks, for 10 seconds every minute.
Me and you sitting on toilets, the warm-up show.
You can sit on a toilet. I will stare at you awkwardly.
Okay.
I don't think I'm going to do that. I do need a new toilet photo for you for next year, though.
Oh, yeah, a urinal picture or something for your calendar?
Yes.
I could do that for you.
Maybe you using the urinal.
Like me at the urinal, looking over my shoulder. Like,
that would be fine.
Who's looking at me at this urinal?
Matter of fact, let's do that.
All right.
That'll be whatever month last year was. That'll be this month, too.
I would gladly, Jerry. This is for the children, you said, this calendar?
No, this one, portions of this are going to go to the Boomer Esiason Foundation.
All right.
I'm done coaching after.
Well, some of that's for the children as well.
Well, that's true, but not my baseball team any longer.
It's not for your baseball team. Okay. So why do we have 2 day games today, Jerry? It's a random Wednesday in June.
Because aren't we wrapping up series? They're getaway days.
Yeah, but that's weird. It's a
not really.
But it's really not. So it's just a 2-game series with the Astros?
Yes, correct.
So you're saying it just so happens.
They played 2 in Houston last week.
Yeah.
They're playing 2 with Houston. It's kind of like the Yankees Subway Series. I believe you've got 2.
2 and 2?
At Citi Field and 2 at Yankee Stadium. You're not getting 6.
Well, get out of here, Astros. We're sick of you.
It'd be nice to see them win, though.
They've been milling around. Nice to see who win, the Mets?
Yeah, you've lost all 3. Can you just at least have some respect for yourself? Go win today.
Taiwan Walker today, Jerry.
Justin Verlander today, Al.
I'm not worried.
I believe the Astros bumped him up to pitch today.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I think he was supposed to pitch tomorrow or Friday, whatever the next game is. Because remember, I think, if I remember correctly from yesterday, I don't believe CeeLo had Framber Valdez pitching last night.
Framber Valdez?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he had someone else pitching last night. When he was doing the reports. And I think the Astros changed everything.
They changed it up.
Yeah. How about that?
We got to get to Verlander early and often.
Well, I mean, usually with these good pitchers, as you know, Garrett Cole is like this as well. You get them in the first or second inning because once they settle in, you're toast.
Tanaka was like that. Would always give up the early home run.
Tanaka would give up a first inning home run and then sail.
Yeah. Right. So, got to get them early, Jerry.
Also, the Mets, I don't remember the 2 games last week well enough to remember. But also, I feel like they're behind quickly.
They go down early in the game themselves.
Against Houston, yeah. Like last night, literally, I got home from practice, took a shower, put the game on. 4-0, top 2. I was like, what? Like, I missed 15 minutes already?
You missed 15 minutes in Carlos Carrasco because of the check swing not counting, threw him off, threw off his entire game, Jerry, and it's not fair.
Oh, God.
I don't think it's fair.
So, so that's the way last night went.
So 2 afternoon games, that's cool. I'll probably relax, Jerry, when I get home later and put on both. I'll probably set up 2 TVs. I'll have the Yankees on one, Yankees A's. I'll put the Mets Astros on another one.
Okay. I thought you don't have cable. You can do that on 2 of them?
I have YouTube TV now.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. And you get the sports channels with it?
You get to SNY.
Oh, you do?
Yes does not come with it.
Oh, no kidding.
Because Yes wants too much money from everybody.
But can you get Yes with YouTube TV? Can you pay? See, that's the problem with these services.
Well, it's the
they
problem.
All have some.
It's the problem with the Yes Network.
No, I know that, but I'm saying if I didn't get YouTube TV, Yes Network, I'm sure, is on another streaming service like Fubo or something.
No, I think the only thing it's on is DirecTV.
But DirecTV might not have MSG then.
I think they do have.
Do they have SNY as well? You're telling me they got them all?
They might, but that one's like super expensive.
Of course. Okay. Fair enough. I'd like to do you want a message directed to you, but not really?
What does that mean?
From a very famous person?
Yes.
You want that now or coming out of the break?
Now, Jerry.
He's not talking to you.
Okay.
Yet I couldn't help but think Bob Lee has Al Dukes on his mind.
Oh, yes.
During the show, you heard this?
I read it, but let's hear it.
About you.
Well, I didn't know it was about me, but I did read things about from Bob. Let me take a quick look at my note here, Jerry.
I'm curious what you think.
See. I didn't. I have something else from Bob Lay. Go ahead.
Bob Lay. I felt like he was talking to you here.
Read something besides the headlines. Take some time to get, don't be sitting there watching reality television all day.
How
Al Hughes.
How dare you, Bob Lay? Is it Lee or Lay?
Bob Lee. It's not
Bob
Lay.
Lee. It's L-E-Y.
I know what it is. It's Bob Lee.
How dare you? He's taking a shot at me.
I feel like he is taking a shot at you. It's very
more
possible.
Than the headline, don't watch reality TV all day?
Read something besides the headlines.
That's my entire day is headlines, reality TV.
Pretty much. All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll have more from Bob Lee, not Lay.
By the way, a Seton Hall graduate.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, good for him.
Local.
What does that mean?
Just local guy.
Okay.
And he donated a media center to them recently.
Nice.
Yeah.
Not bad. You know how old he is now?
69.
76.
76. Good for him.
Yeah, maybe he's 67.
Oh.
Maybe I reversed the numbers. I'll check that during the break. When we come back, lots more to do.